two other little steps, if that's all right.
Sure.
Okay.
Perfect.
One, we were discussing the shame, the guilt, and the fear.
Mm-hmm.
When you work with your exhales, just
Mm-hmm.
kind of imagine and play with the idea that as you're exhaling, you're letting go.
Yes.
You're releasing that stuff. And maybe you even know what your major stuff is,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it's these larger concepts of sexual shame, guilt, and fear.
Mm-hmm.
Just have that in your mind that when you are exhaling, you're letting it go. You're just imagine or visualizing it's leaving your body. It's leaving your body. It's leaving your body. And as you breathe, the third step, as you're breathing in, play with bringing your attention down to your sex, to your yoni, your, what, I don't know what words your community prefers.
I use yoni and lingam, definitely.
Okay, you got it. I use them all.
Yeah.
So taking your attention down to your yoni or down to your lingam,
Mm-hmm.
and just noticing, breathing in the area. Imagine like that when you're breathing in, you're taking that chi, that prana, that universal life force energy, and filling it up all the way down to your yoni, to your lingam.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even imagine it as if they're expanding with greater energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that you're supposed to be turned on, or your lingam is supposed to be in a certain state of arousal, or you're supposed to be wet, or this means that you're supposed to go out and have sex.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do anything. Just notice.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe what you notice is you're not really feeling much at all. Well, that's worth noticing, isn't it?
Definitely.
And if that is the case, just know that the more that you play this game, the more you bring your attention to the area, the more you play with breathing down to it, well, in time, you will start to feel it more.
Mm-hmm.
And from a more physiological perspective, you're also increasing blood flow to the area, increasing circulation, increasing neural activity, meaning the more nerve endings firing in the area, and basically just creating, well, it creates a greater flow of sexual energy and ability to feel and experience more pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So it's a good starting point. Let me know how it goes.
It's amazing. So obviously all you can share is your own perception. So as far as your perception, does I know that you teach the Orgasmic Mastery course, am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. So for men learning Orgasmic Mastery, the one thing that comes up a lot, and I get a lot of questions about, and I have my own thoughts on, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on ejaculation. And do you feel that ejaculation drains a male or enhances their energy? What's your thoughts on ejaculatory orgasms?
You like to start with the complicated ones.
I do.
Western medicine tends to promote ejaculating often as a means of keeping the prostate healthy and not allowing the ejaculation to grow stagnant and build up inside. Eastern philosophy tends to promote the opposites of as men, particularly as you get older and older, you should be ejaculating less and less and less. That ejaculation drains your life force energy. And it should be done very mindfully, and that if instead you're having orgasms without ejaculation and channeling that energy upward, you can be taking that intense energy instead of exploding it out of you, imploding it so it fills you. To some degree, my verdict is still out. On one hand, I will say that my current belief, and this is still ever changing, is that part of it depends on how you're running your sexual energy through the rest of the sexual experience. That if your sexual energy is staying in your groin, in your lingam, and you're having this short build-up and then release, I think that you're releasing more energy than anything else. But as I started to explore all of this, one of the big questions that was coming up for me was, why was I having these really incredible sexual experiences, and even when I'd have these incredibly powerful ejaculatory experiences, I was feeling so energized and so alive. And I've come to believe that, well, it's because when I'm having those types of experiences, I'm running so much sexual energy. Not just when I'm ejaculating, I'm exploding this energy, but through it, there's all the sexual energy that's running through my entire body, running through my entire body, running through my entire body. And so that then when, if I do have an ejaculatory orgasm, even if I'm having this powerful explosion, I've still filled my body with so much energy. That's a piece of it. I'm still more energized than I was walking into the experience. So my recommendation, first and foremost, to the men listening to this is to focus on learning to cultivate this sexual energy within you and run this energy through your entire body. One thing that I found amongst my various spiritual circles is I feel I've run into many men who are afraid of ejaculating on one form or another. And that, to me, that is the energetic drain.
Yes.
When if every time you ejaculate, you go into feeling guilty and feeling ashamed and feeling like you did something wrong and that you've drained your energy, yeah, I mean, there's your energetic drain right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had to sort of decide what my standpoint was that I was going to present in the book that I'm writing right now, and it was really challenging to come to that. And it was funny, something popped into my mind, and it's this. My great grandfather was a centurion; he lived to be over 100, and so I kind of had an interest in people who experience longevity like that. And this one centurion, when asked what contributed to his longevity, actually said, "When it rains, I let it." And I thought to myself, when you ejaculate, you let it. Just the idea that it's the mind, so much of the mind, that creates the challenges. So I think we're on the same page there as far as.
So I guess just to conclude that, I'd like to say that yes, non-ejaculatory orgasms can be awesome, and not like I've gotten questions like, well, are they as good as ejaculatory orgasms? And my answer is, at times they're better. They can be so energizing, so fulfilling, feeling it through every cell of my body, and so awake, alert, and like everything is tingling, and it's incredible. But allow it to be something that you explore and cultivate and adds to you, rather than this added pressure that you have to live up to.
Yes.
As men, we deal with so much pressure around quote-unquote performance as it is, that I'm not here to give you another one.
Definitely.